All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to the video. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Let's talk about it. What a tough morning to trade it was. Kind of started our session with that comment. We had CPI numbers at 8:30, crude oil inventory reports at 10:30, and then 2 p.m. we have FOMC, Fed funds rate, and speeches and stuff like that. So on these days, sometimes they're harder to trade. Right, you guys know that while we look at the NASDAQ, the S&P, and gold, and all three of them did suffer some difficulty this morning. The NASDAQ, the S&P, and gold all offered their own unique opportunities. I wouldn't call them as clean as I would like to see them. Crude was really tough to navigate until after the inventory report. Inventory report came out, expectations draw of 1.2 million barrels. Comes in at a build of 3.7. Market absolutely takes a dump. So we were in the process of making this exaggerated high. You can see by some of the markings on my chart here that, we were getting kind of beat up a little bit. And I'm not going to go into great detail what all these markings are, but here nor there, we could see that we were struggling to really make a full-fledged move higher into the inventory report. So the inventory report hits, it takes an absolute dump, but comes through a key level here, 78.72, which we identified early this morning. And that's where I made my comment. I said, listen, if we could stay below 78.72, I think that there's still some continuation. And those numbers would include 78.56, 78.39, 78.26, 78.17, 16 right there, 78.05, which you can see we're just slightly under right now. So on this little pushback up here, I kind of like the way this looked a little bit, so I just grabbed some quick, when I tell you I was in and out of it because I knew we were coming into layers that could definitely provide some support, but the momentum seemed really, really strong. This top seemed very over-exaggerated. I felt fairly confident that at least I was going to get some follow-through. And that's the only trade I took. All right. It was definitely aggressive. Okay. It was calculated. I knew what my potential support layers below were. But it was definitely aggressive. Right. I felt confident. I felt like things here lined up, gave me exactly what I was looking for. And I felt like I was going to get at least enough follow-through to start taking profit, to get my stop to break even, and that's really what I did. And I just pulled it very, very quickly, and I stepped away, and I'm done for the day. I know that the FOMC meeting minutes and the Fed funds statement later in the day is going to create whatever. Looking at the NASDAQ, the S&P, and gold, at the time I shoot this video, there's no opportunity there, at least none that make any sense to me. So it was purely a kind of momentum push here off of the inventory report. That's the only thing I took. I did talk my clients through this, and I told them, I said, listen, we just broke a key level. If we can continue to find, support, these would be the levels that we would be looking at. And then even kind of deeper here into our next level here was going to be down at 77.85, which we're not too far off of. So that's what I left them with. So we made these comments here as price came back up right here around 78.60, and we're pushing, currently towards 78.85, which is our kind of next objective here to the downside that I left them with. I didn't stay in it that long. I didn't need to. I was heavily leveraged. I took a very small risk, and I just took profits very quickly, and that was what it was. But at the same time, I talked them through the entire thought process of, hey, here's what's happening. If we can hold below this level, we should start achieving these support levels below. And that was it, right? Sometimes, yes, waited till after 10:30 before finally placing a trade. Sat still I've been at the desk since probably 6:30 this morning. So about 4 hours went by without me touching my account, which is fine. And I was totally prepared not to take a trade today. And had this not given it up like it did, I wouldn't have. Because I knew that the other numbers that we were going to suffer today were going to likely cause some broad market issues. But just want to share with you guys as I usually do so you get some insight to the way I navigate the market. Appreciate you. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.